Hello, thank you so much for joining me. Just realised I've not taken my sunglasses off. Apologies, it is me. I'm going to do one of the twiddle round the cameras, and I will be talking about don't beat yourself up. But rather than looking at me in these glasses, I will be showing you the scene around me, which is much nicer. Okay, see you in a minute or two. Back again, having got onto a firmer footing. The cattle, fortunately, are not in this field. Had they been, I would have had to have driven on by. But when they're here, they like to come down, as I do, to this stream. And the evidence is with the hoof prints, and further up on the field, the deposits that they have made, shall we say. Okay. So, stop beating yourself up. Something that so many of us do. We beat ourselves up, and we often carry a stick around with which we do it. Metaphorical stick. Maybe a little one like this, but usually something like that one over there, a big one, so you can really give it some welly when you are castigating yourself, telling yourself what an idiot you were, how stupid you were, and all the lovely positive language that you use towards yourself. When that's been in the past, be it the recent past or some time ago, do you know, no matter how much you beat yourself up about it, there's nothing you can do to change it. Absolutely diddly squat. So why do we keep on doing it? I think in many cases it gives us a focus, something particular on which we can put blame. Well, I did that, I made a real mess of that, blah blah. But you're looking back at something that happened not today, maybe not yesterday, but certainly times may have been different. Maybe your finances were different. Maybe you were going through depression, as I spoke about in a previous video. Maybe you were in a bad place in your relationship, as with let them, just let them. Whatever, you are not in that place now. You have moved on, you have changed, but you are still letting it adversely affect you. Can you go back in time? Have you got a time machine? If you can, gosh, you could make your fortune. You could go back and do differently, because you are a different person now. But on the presumption that you aren't another Doctor Who, then you cannot do that. You cannot change what has happened, but you can change how you look at it. So rather than looking at it with your here and now eyes, look at it with the eyes that you had at the time. Okay, not easy. You've got to be realistic. What was my life like then? Was I a weak person? If so, what had caused that? Was it my illness? What? But no matter what reply you come up with, you cannot change it. So that big stick, get rid of it. Throw it away. I metaphorically put it on my wood burner, or I'll metaphorically replace the stick that I am in my mind beating myself up with, replace it with one of the beautiful twisty-turny convoluted hazel twigs, and use that as a background to a flower arrangement. So making something good, something pretty, something beautiful out of something that was making you feel anything along the positivity lines. So bin that stick and be realistic. Realistic in the here and now. And stop that self-blame. It's amazing how many people blame themselves for things that they had no control over. And sometimes, as a therapist, we have to hold a mirror up to these people. A metaphorical mirror. There's a lot of metaphorical things today. And simply point out their errors in remembering, their errors in thoughts, probably their errors in feelings. Okay, it might have been a physical hurt. We can stick a plaster over that. And once the scars have gone, we get to a better place. But if those scars are emotional, mental scars, you can't stick a plaster on those. And they are the ones that usually linger, dwell with us when we want to say, oh, just go and go away. Or words to that sort of, yeah, I'll leave it up to you, words that you use there. But we are responsible for how we think and feel about things. Nobody else. They may be responsible for the actions, the words that led us to feel negatively about ourselves. But how we think of it here and now, that really is down to us, and we have to accept responsibility. Start caring for ourselves. Probably a darn sight more than we do already. And do something about those memories. So on that note, I am just going to wander further along here without the camera, because there are a lot of footholds and droppings, and I wouldn't like to come a cropper in either of them. So thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to start learning how to put on an end card, and I intend to put those on with a link through to previous, much older recordings that you've probably not seen. So do click through, because it will have taken me hours to sort out how to do it. Cheerio for now. Take care. And don't let those thoughts of past happenings spoil your here and your now. We only get one shot at this life, so make it the best one that you can. Bye for now.